Listening with the ear of your heart is something we do as Benedictines. And first and foremost, it means getting out of your head. For me, and I think for most people, you stay in your head a lot, you're thinking, you mull things over, and there's almost a constant chatter going on in the background of your mind that's hard to silence. So when we listen with the ear of our heart, we deliberately stop that chatter to the extent we are able and focus on very deep listening, almost like you're moving down in your body from your head into your heart, listening for that voice of God, or actually that whisper. It's more of a whisper, very subtle. But prayer then, in that silence, rises up. So to me, that's what it's like to listen with the ear of my heart.
To listen is part of the rule. In fact, "Listen, my child" are the first words of the prologue of the Rule of Benedict. But to listen with the ear of your heart, for me, it is a sense of being touched in my inmost heart by the divine, hearing that word, being molded by it, being changed by it. I think that kind of comes together with knowing that this is right, in that there's a deep sense of peace with that. And it's more than listening to your head. You kind of have to balance your head and your heart. And so it's listening with your entire being rather than just your intellect. And this life is great to help foster that.
To be quiet. To be quiet is listening to the ear of your heart. To give the Lord a chance to speak to you, not only in prayer, but in all the events of your day. To be ready, just to be ready to hear Him.
Listening with the ear of the heart it's total. It's something that helps me, calls me to listen for those kinds of things that maybe are not being said. Maybe they aren't being spoken with the voice, but it's an inner urging to say yes, to say yes to the challenge of a particular event or situation. It's listening for that deeper answer, that deeper response than what maybe shows on the surface.
And it's really meant to keep us alert to the presence of God in and amongst us throughout the day, and to teach us to be mindful and to be aware. God can speak in such ordinary ways, and sometimes we could miss it. But listening with the ear of our heart really is the challenge to just look upon the ordinary but see the extraordinary in it.